G'day everyone, Nick Bowditch here. Just finished presenting on stage at the final Change the World event for 2018. Now these events we do in Sydney, Brisbane and Perth at this stage, twice a year. And the audience is full of change makers who work in the non-profit sector, non-profits, causes, charities, social enterprises. People basically doing good shit every day. And I'm always blown away and a little bit moved. I'm a bit emotional still at that. That Hancock Creative, who I partner with these events for, and I speak for them on their behalf at these events, as well as heaps and heaps of great speakers, which is just the best days. But I'm amazed that they can bring together 500 of these people in one place and have them give up their whole day to be hopefully to be inspired, but whatever, and to educate themselves around how they grow these social businesses. But the thing I am sort of left with all the time when I do this, and it's especially true today, is how inspired I am as opposed to being inspiring. The audience is really engaging, really grateful, to have people help them with stuff that's really important and that's helping a lot of other people. And I always get told and spoken to about some pretty heavy stuff, actually, some pretty hard stuff to hear by the people who are operating these causes and helping these people. And I'm just always blown away by, you hear in media and TV and just general media, you hear all the time what's wrong with the world. You hear all the time what's wrong with people. That this person's bad, this person's bad, this person isn't doing their best, this person, these companies are ripping people off, everyone's down and out. You've got to protect yourself, and you've got to protect your borders, and you've got to protect, you got to have guns in your homes, and all this sort of stuff, and how depressing and hard and sad the world is. And then I come to an event like this where you're just surrounded by people who just don't think that way. They see light. They see darkness too, but they see the light first. And they're willing to go forward with empathy and with kindness, as opposed to with judgment or harshness or doubt or blame. And I am that's the world that I want to live in. That's the world that I want my kids to live in. I just want us all to be more positive, more hopeful. I know that I'm the fucking lefty hippie guy, but what's wrong with that? I know that I'm the social justice warrior, but fuck it. If you can't be a warrior, if you're going to be a warrior for something, then being a warrior for justice seems like a pretty good thing to me. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the negativity, and I'm tired of people trying to bring you down and saying that you're too positive, or you're too hopeful, or you're too happy, or you're sick of all your positive quotes and shit. Well, I just think that's the greatest example of natural selection there ever was. If somebody doesn't like your stuff that you're talking about on Facebook, then they don't have to look at it. and that's natural selection, baby. That's what I want. I want people to cull themselves from my herd if what I say to them doesn't appeal to them, or how I act, or who I hang out with, or whatever doesn't appeal to them, then bye Felicia. I'm okay with it. Focus on what's real, focus on what's happy, focus on what's positive, what helps, focus on kindness. All those things are much more worthwhile, and actually, in the end, much easier than focusing on negativity and pain and blame and bad stuff. That's the stuff that I want to focus on. You know, if I worry about what everyone thinks about me, or if I have fear in you know, worrying about offending someone for being too happy or too positive or whatever, then that's the answer's in the question, and they just have to not be in my circle. There is really, really good stuff out there. The world is not a scarier place than it used to be. We've never been safer. There's never been an opportunity to be more happy and successful in our lives. Don't believe anybody that tells you otherwise, because the data just doesn't show it. It's not my leftist bias. It's not my ideology infringing on anyone else that says the world is safer and better than it ever was. The data shows that it's safer than it ever and happier than it ever was. And the potential for humans to grow has never been greater than it is now. Don't let anybody tell you that's not true. It is absolutely true. And I just really hope for me and for you that we can start to be a bit more positive. Start to look for the light a little bit more, because there's plenty of it out there. I've met at these 3 events, we've had 1,500 people who give up their days and weekends and nights to operate these causes that are just about doing good. And that's all the evidence I need to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep trying to be better, to keep searching for the light, because there's so much of it out there. There's so many good people out there doing so much good shit. Focus on them. Don't focus on Trump. Focus on the good stuff. Focus on them. Focus on fact. Focus on what is real and what is happy and positive and kind. Focus on being able to give empathy for others and ask for help when you need it. Don't focus on blame, on negativity, on hate. Let's focus on the good stuff, because there's so much of it. There's so much of it out there. And if it wasn't for the work that I'm doing with the Hancock Creative Mob, then I wouldn't see that probably. So I'm very, very grateful both to them and for everyone that I've met in the last 2.5 weeks of this little tour, who've just reminded me that humans are good, people are good. And if you don't think there's no good ones around you, then you need new friends. If you're in a job where you feel like you can't be positive, or you feel like you can't speak your truth, if you're working in marketing and posting on the corporate's behalf or whatever, then you need a new job. And if you work for one of these non-profits or one of these businesses, and you feel hamstrung into not being able to say positive stuff in your marketing communications because of your board, because the board doesn't feel that way, because the board's too conservative, then you need a new board. If you're not surrounded by good, quality, kind, empathetic, positive humans, then you need a new bunch of humans to hang around. Simple as that. Focus on the light, smile more, have fun.